I coached for a guy, Doug Williams, at the College of San Mateo, and he's a junior college legend out here. He's coached for almost 30 years, and one of the things he always talked about was a problem either becomes a problem of the past or it becomes a problem of the future, right? And we accept it and understand it and figure out what's next. It becomes a problem for the past when we kind of push it away, or we're not truthful to ourselves or understanding it. Like, it now becomes a problem in the future because we haven't addressed it and we haven't moved past it. And it's just that. It's just, can you accept, the failures? And it's, we're not talking about failures of like, you went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts or you missed them. It's like, dude, you didn't hustle and you let your teammates down and you were late today. And like, all these little things that add up that, again, as cliche as it sounds, like, we are trying to develop you as a human, right? And we're trying to get you to a point where you're going to go later in life and be more successful because of the stuff that you've had here. So it's like, first things first, you go into the business world, people are so afraid to fail. If you go into the business world and you do something and you forgot to call a guy and you go whatever, and you sit in a meeting and you say, you know what, I completely take responsibility for that. It's 100% on me. It won't happen again. I'll address it and make sure it's taken care of. Dude, you know how many people, if you're like a 22, 23-year-old kid, you do that, you know how many like CEOs and sales managers, everything, going to look at you and go, wow, that's because not many people have these experiences that give them that. Every normal student who's a 4.3 who sat in their dorm room and, studied all day and worked a part-time job, like, they weren't exposed to the things that athletes are exposed to.
They never had to own, like, they never had to dive on that grenade. Like,
No.
I messed this up and it affects everyone.
That's it. That's the biggest thing. It affects everyone, right? Like, you failed your test. It only affected you that you failed your test, right? I mean, you failed on the field, or you failed to show up, or you didn't bring it someday. Like, it affected everybody that's around you.
Yeah.